The Gateway Project proposes adding an additional tunnel under the Hudson River, linking New Jersey and Manhattan, which most experts believe is critical to the region's economy. But it continues to stall. The Trump administration has been openly against the project and has taken measures to keep the mention of Gateway out of the federal budget President Trump signed on March 23rd. Common Good, a nonpartisan reform coalition, estimates that a one-year delay on breaking ground could cost the tri-state $1.6 billion and waste approximately 366,000 tons of carbon dioxide. On April 1st, the program missed its self-imposed deadline to secure federal approval for its environmental impact study. And without this approval, the planners say they can't secure federal funding to break ground. So to discuss the recent developments is founder and chairman of Common Good, Philip K. Howard. Philip, welcome to the program.
Nice to be with you.
All right, so we are well past a self-imposed deadline on this environmental impact study. What happened?
The federal government is holding it up. It's all ready to go. I mean, there was a deal to the federal government and the states, New Jersey and New York, would split the cost 50-50. It was a deal with the Obama administration, and then Trump reaffirmed the deal after he was elected. But now they've changed their mind for reasons we don't know for certain. And so this critical project, irresponsibly, in my view, is being held up for, it seems, political reasons.
Well, one of the things that always makes me feel so concerned as a commuter into the city is that a lot of times when we talk about these tunnels and the fact that they need to be replaced and they've been damaged, there's a reference to Hurricane Sandy. And the more we reference it, the further back in time that goes, which means the likelihood of the next damaging, devastating storm increases. What happens? What's wrong with these delays?
There are 200-year-old rail tunnels coming in to Manhattan from New Jersey. They were severely damaged and they're in very fragile shape. Whenever they have to close down for repairs, it causes 25 miles of gridlock. If we get another storm like that before these new tunnels are built, it will be gridlock for as long as it takes to fix those tunnels.
Is there any way perhaps to get environmental groups like yours to begin some sort of workaround? Is there a way to get some of this federal funding secured so that this can start happening?
Maybe. The Congress, notwithstanding President Trump's opposition, included $541 million in the budget that's, even though it doesn't mention Gateway, it's for Gateway. And so they can get started on pieces of the project right now. But we're talking about just the tunnel alone and related improvements are $13 billion. So holding up the approval of the environmental review, which was finished in record time in order to meet this really dramatic public need to get these tunnels started and built before the old ones have to close down again, is, you know, we're in abeyance. Nothing can happen until the Department of Transportation releases those environmental impact statements.
Well, is there any way where the public can at least go to learn what it was that your organization was able to understand about the environmental impact? Like, for example, that 366,000 tons of carbon dioxide number.
Yeah, it's incredibly environmentally irresponsible not to go forward with this, and incredibly economically irresponsible. Over $1.5 billion damages from 1 year delay. Yes, if they go to commongood.org, we have all those numbers and analyses worked out, and have done studies that are generally agreed upon by everyone sort of working in this area. It's a compelling case to get this project started right now. It's good for the nation. New York City happens to be the commercial capital not only of the nation but of the world. Having it in gridlock is actually a bad idea for the whole country. New York State happens to contribute in federal taxes much more than it gets back. Holding up monies, allegedly to save money for the federal government, in a way that might cripple the New York region is not reasonable on any analysis.
All right, so I guess we will have to wait and see if at least the environmental impact study that your organization has done, can become some sort of issue for the coming midterm elections.
Well, right. We were important in prompting the expediting those reviews. We didn't do them,
Yeah,
but
correct.
but yes, they are done, and they show the compelling case for doing this project right now the way they've planned to do it. So what we need is public support and outrage that this project's being held up for, again, kind of unclear political reasons.
I think threats of gridlock and huge thousands of tons of carbon dioxide just might do that. Listen, Philip, I want to thank you so much for joining us on the program. As grim as the news was that you shared, it is important that we all know.
Nice to be with you.
Thank you.